See this little place right here? I'm about to tell y'all a real quick story. When I was a young man, me and my cousin, and it happens to do with, and you probably can't see it very good here, but there's a river right over there. Anyway, there was a big old hill just right off the side of this river that all the boys with their four-wheel drives would go hill climbing and stuff, and we were no exception to the rule. Well, my cousin Lonnie, anyway, he had a 77 Ford pickup truck, four-wheel drive, big old jacked up thing on 38s, and it would scream. Well, one day we was bored. We were just kind of riding around, and Lonnie was like, hey, let's go over there to the river and do the hill climb. And, you know, being a responsible alcohol-soaked 20-year-old, I was like, yeah, we should probably do that. So we drove to the river, and we pulled in, and we got her lined up, and you had to back it right to the edge of the river. And that particular day, there was a brand new Toyota sitting sunk up to literally the window on the truck in the river. It was not good. But we ain't talking about that truck. Nope, we talking about that 77 Ford four-wheel drive panty dropper. And I think it's important to let you know that Lonnie always kept like a 22 pistol on the dash of his truck. Now, he looked at me, he said, cover your butt and grab your nuts. And he slammed his foot down on that throttle, and we were sailing. And there we went, wide the heck open up this hill, hitting every little pothole, every little speed bump that was there. And we were zooming straight up that hill to our destiny. And this truck was absolutely screaming at us like we were beating it and it owed us money. We were about to crest that hill, and in the blink of an eye, whew, we were airborne in this 77 Ford pickup truck. And then all of a sudden, we crashed down. That 22 pistol come flying off that dash, narrowly missing my head as we're bouncing, and we hear the loudest kaboom. And you'd be right to think that that was the pistol going off and that one of us died. To the point, Lonnie had at one point accidentally shot himself and lost a couple, organs, and spent a few days in the... That's a long story. We're not going to get into that right now. But we hit the ground, and we come to a sliding stop, and we get out because Lonnie's like, what in the world was that? And I was like, I don't know, dude. I really don't know. What I do know is that pistol come by my head about 300 Mach Jesus and almost decapitated me. And just to tell you how family is, my cousin looks at me and says, dang, I hope I didn't scratch up my gun. Really? Anyway, that little building I said to keep in mind that it would become part of this story. We back up onto the old fuel island out there, the concrete thing where the fuel pumps used to be, and we crawled up underneath the truck and we took that shock out, and Lonnie throws it in the bed of the truck, and he looks at me and he says, you know what, I'm gonna do that hill climb one more time. Now, if you from the country or you know people from the country, you understand that whenever we say let's do it again, that means we're gonna try to do it more intense, and we did. Pistols back on the dash. There's a broke old shock in the bed of the truck. We back her down to the edge of the river. Stomps the gas, and up that daggum hill we go. Every pothole, every speed bump, where everything's crazy. This time, before we even get to the crest of the hill to jump, here come that pistol again, and then something hits the back glass. Boom. It was bad. Y'all, that shock, it was like a grenade back there. I don't even know how we didn't take out the back glass. It smacked the back of that thing, and it was not good. And then the pistol comes flying back again. Almost hits me in the head one more time. You would have thought we'd learned a lesson, but we were young, dumb, and full of stupid. We were stupid. Well, anyway, we hit the top of that hill, and we did. We went higher, and we went further. And when we come down, we heard yet another loud kaboom. And a I feel pretty confident that's the actual sound it made. Again, we get out of the truck, we look under it, and now the passenger side shock is broke at the mount. So we gotta take it off. Now we're sitting in this jacked up truck that's like this right here. And we gotta go about 20-30 miles just to get it to where we can work on it and put shocks back on it and re-weld mounts and all that. Anyhow, the point of this story that I'm trying to tell you is, if you're not from the country, or you don't know anybody from the country, and you meet somebody from the country and they got a big old jacked up four-wheel drive truck and they say, hey, you want to go do something? You look them right dead in the eye and you say, absolutely. What, y'all think this video was going to cut right here and I was going to say, not? Negative, Ghost Riders. You look at them and you say, absolutely. Open that door, jump in that big old jacked up 4-wheel drive truck and go and adventure. You only live once. Apparently we were born cats though, because we had like 9 lives. Anyway, that's a story about me and my cousin Lonnie and the 77 Ford 4-wheel drive panty dropper. America.